How y'all doing? This is Brian from Change is Good. And folks, are you ready for this? It's time to start hunting through these Jim Beam bottles full of wheat scents. These two Jim Beam bottles came from a bar in Joplin, Missouri called the 18th Street Bar. This bar shut down after the May 2011 tornado struck the building and damaged it. Luckily, the building wasn't completely destroyed and these bottles were salvaged from it. And they've never been searched for key dates, semi-key dates, or varieties. I've had these bottles for well over a year and a half now, and we're finally going to get to them. They're a true piece of local history. My original plan was to hunt these bottles 10 rolls at a time and do a recap after each roll, but I think I've got a better idea. How about I hunt them 5 rolls at a time and I do it live on camera? Now I'm going to start putting all these pennies into rolls, and I'll do it with the pennies facing upside down and make sure I don't see the date. That way if we find something epic, it'll be a surprise for all of us. Now I'm going to start putting these pennies into rolls. And remember, some of these pennies have not been outside these bottles in 40 to 50 years. We all know these pennies had to be hunted eventually, and it's truly an honor to be able to hunt them on this channel. Now, let's get started. Okay, the Jim Beam bottles have been emptied out and everything's been put into rolls. As I was doing this, I had everything stacked upside down so I could not see the dates, so I don't know what's in them. We had a total of 91 rolls with one partial, and a grand total of 4,567 wheat cents to go through. So if we do 5 rolls per video, this series will last 18 episodes, with the last episode having a little bit of bonus with it. But before we get started with the rolls, there were other finds in those bottles that weren't wheat scents, and some of them are pretty cool. Mixed with the wheat scents was just a little bit over 1 roll worth of copper memorial scents, and we also had a few zinc memorial scents. Unfortunately, none of them had varieties. There were also some foreign coins mixed in, including some Canadians. Here we have the oldest one. It's a King George V penny from 1933. That's pretty cool. There were also 3 King George VI pennies from 1940, 1950, and 1951. There were also 9 young Queen Elizabeth Canadian pennies from the late 50s to the early 60s. We also had 1 Canadian penny with a special design on the back, a rock dove to celebrate Canada's 100-year anniversary. There were some other foreign coins as well. Here we have a 1960 1 centavo coin from the Philippines. Next up, we have a 1942 1 centavo coin from Mexico. Now that's a cool find. And the last foreign coin was a 1951 10 francs coin from France. And lastly, what wheat scent hunt would be complete without a 1953 D silver dime? It's got some damage, but I did not expect this one. Alright, we waited long enough. Let's get this started. Alright, it's time for roll number 1. I'm going to empty it out and we'll get started. Alright, 2 stacks of 25. Let's see what we get. 1950 Philadelphia. 55D. Something I can barely read. Looks like a 52. Denver. Or 52S, sorry. $56D. $54D. Ooh, 29S. Didn't take long to get something from the 20s. 53D. 56D. 42 Philly. 58D. 56D. 58D, 46D, 58D, 42D, 44D, 57D, 55D, 52 Philly, 45D, 42D, 57D, 47D, it's a 54 Denver, 52D, 57D, 52D, 55D, mostly 50s, but that's okay. 52D. I actually like finding 50s because I can find more varieties in those years than any other ones. A lot of RPMs in the 50s. 53D. Last one was a 44. 53D. 58D. 47S. 43 Steely, Philadelphia. There were a few still since mixed in that I saw earlier. 56D. 52D. 44 Philly. 52 Philly. 41 Philadelphia. 57D. Another 57D. 55D. 57D. Another 57D. 57 Philly. 49 Philadelphia. 53D. Last two. 37 Philadelphia. And a 45 Philadelphia. Now I'm going to scope everything for varieties. If I find anything, I'll be back. Okay, no varieties in roll number 1. Now let's do roll number 2. All right. First corner roll number 2. It's a 53D. 57D. 57D. 58D. And a 48D. 44D, 54D, 42D, 42D, 1918. So far, that's the oldest coin found. 56D with some glue on it or something. 55D. 24S. That's a good find right there. Which was a D. 51D. 48 Philly. 52D. 1919 Philadelphia. Nice wood grain pattern on it. 44 Philadelphia. 46D. 44D. 54D. And a 57D. 57D. 51D. 44 Philly. 46 Philly. 1950 Philadelphia. 44D. 45D. 29 Philly. 54D. 45 Philadelphia. 57D. 50 Philly. 56D. 45S. 41 Philadelphia. 42D. 57D. 56D. 55D. 46 Philly. 44D. 41D. 45 Philadelphia, 51D, 53D, 58D, a couple more, 41 Philly, 58D. Well, that second roll had a pretty good find, a 1924S. These have a mintage of around 11.7 million. That's pretty low. It's about an $8 to $12 coin in this condition. Not bad. Now I'm going to scope the coins for varieties. If I find anything, I'll be back. Roll number 2 gave us our first repunched mint mark. Let's check it out. On this 1957D, if you look at the top left corner of the mint mark, you'll see a split serif right here, and a split serif down at the bottom left corner as well. Due to time constraints, I won't spend time attributing these RPMs unless they're obvious, because there are often dozens to choose from, if not over 100 on certain dates. And now let's begin roll number 3. All right, here we go. First coin, 1945 Philly, 53 Denver, 42 Philly, 58D, 56D, 56D, 55D, 55D, 41D, 46 Philly, 45D, and a 50D, 52D, 45S, 44D, 48D, 46 Philly, 42 Philly, 51D, 51D again, 56D, 46P, 55D, 46D, 42 Philly, 52D, 58D, 58D again, 46 Philly, 58D, 46 Philly, 50D, 1920 Philadelphia. That's more like it. Not in too bad a shape either. Decent details for something that old. Over 100 years old. 58D, 44D, 52D, 46 Philadelphia, 55D, 53 Philadelphia, 56 Philadelphia, 58D, 1916 Philly. That's our new oldest so far. 47D, 58D, 56D, a 40 Philly, 56D, 51 Philadelphia, 56D, and the last one is going to be a 44 Denver. All right, now time to scope them and see what we get. Well, roll number 3 gave us another RPM. Let's check it out. On this 1952D, if you look closely, you can see splitting here at the top left corner of the mint mark and the bottom left corner as well. Now let's knock out roll number 4. All right, let's see what we get here. 58D, 51D, 53S, 56D, 46D, 54D, 40 Philadelphia, 37 Philadelphia, 46D, 50D, 52D, 57D, 55D, 55D again, 47D, 29D, a little bit better, also very worn, 47D, 53D, 58D, 51D, 44D. Oh man, 1915D. That's a good find there. Nice. 58D, 57D, 44D, 56D, 51D, 52D, 58D, 50D, 52D, 58D, 56D, 56D again, 57D, 52 Philadelphia, 55D, 55D again, 57D, 51D, 46D, 56D, 56D again, 58D, 56D, 58D, 44 Philadelphia, 56D, 41 Philly, and the last one is a 46 Philadelphia. Well, roll number 4 had our oldest find so far, this 1915D. It's not in the best condition, probably AG3, worth about $1 or so, but we'll definitely take it. Now, let's scope the rest and see what else we can find. Okay, roll number 4 gave us another 1957D with a repunch mint mark. Let's check it out. This one was a bit hard to see, so I'm holding it at an angle so you can see the splitting here at the top left corner of the D here, and the bottom left corner as well. And here's roll number 5, our last roll for this video. Let's hope it's a good one. All right, let's see what we get. First coin's a 50D. He destroyed 53D. Another 53D. 51D. 57D. 52D. 56D. 56D again. 57D. 55D. 37 Philly. 26 Philly with a pretty wood grain effect on it. That's not bad. 51D with some die chipping there in the 5 it looks like. 54D. 57D. 48D. 51D. 44D. 34D. That's not bad. 58D. 58D again. 45D. 44D. 46D. 58D. And 44D. 52D. 50D. 53D, 57D, 58D, 36S, that's not bad either. You just never know what you're going to find in these things. 57D, 56 Philly, 48D, 57D, 37 Philly, 44 Philadelphia, 54D, 52D, 46 Philly, 51D, 56D, 42 Philly, 52D, 58D, 51D, 44 Denver, two more, 48D, and 54D. All right. Now let's scope up and see what we get. Well, roll number 5 had no varieties. We've now got 5 empty rolls. Let's do a recap. We had 2 examples with a nice wood grain pattern on them, a 1919 Philly and a 1926 Philadelphia. This pattern is caused by an improper alum mixture in the planchet. We also had 3 RPMs. They're in pretty good condition too. They'd probably sell for between $2 and $3 a piece on eBay. Not bad for a common day wheat cent. And here we have the best 2 finds, a 1915D and a 1924S. Well, judging from the finds in the first 5 rows, I'd say these are definitely unsearched wheat cents. There's also quite a bit of lint and dust in the bottles, so that show me they haven't been emptied out in decades. They definitely haven't been gone through. This could be promising. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. And if you have any feedback or questions about any of the finds, feel free to leave me a comment, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks again, and remember, every coin has a story, and some of those stories are just beginning. I'll see y'all next time.